children, do you remember yesterday Mrs. Ellis was talking all about her play plan? Now she's let me borrow her play plan so that I can just remind you, because you should have completed 2 of your boxes yesterday and we'd like you to complete 2 of your boxes today. Now, do you remember we use those I can sentences, I will sentences, I am going to sentences. So we'd like you to finish off your play plan. I'd love it as well if you could add a little bit of colour to your design. So not only in the boxes are you going to write sentences, I'd like you to maybe just draw a little picture of what you're going to do. So if you haven't done that, you can go back and do that today. You might do 2 pictures, 2 sentences, 2 pictures. Just make sure you add your colouring in. And then later today, I would like you to have a go at actioning, so having a go and doing one of your play plan jobs. Now, today, I think I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with drawing. So I'm going to do my drawing today. Now, the only box that we don't want you to do yet is the message. So we're going to do the message tomorrow together, and I'll show you a couple of examples of that. So I'm going to do drawing. You might like to do building, you might like to do make and create. If it's a messy one and it requires paint, you're going to probably need to do that sooner rather than later so that you've got a chance to let it dry. We can't wait to see what you've been up to.
Good morning, reception. Today for maths, you're going to be exploring length. So you're going to be thinking about how long or how short lots of different things are. Now, on my board, I've got some learning for us to have a look at. And this is Mystery Mouse. And he is looking at different footprints to help him solve some problems. And he's going to be looking at how long those footprints are. Okay. So, Mystery Mouse loves superheroes. He likes to track their footprints to find out which superhero has completed the mission that he's with. So we're going to help him. Do you think we can? I think we can. Okay, which superhero has left this footprint? Have a look. It's tricky. Which superhero do you think has the same footprint as this one? Which one is the same size? What do you think? It's this one, the green superhero. Now, how many cubes long do you think his footprint is? He's going to measure the length of his footprint using cubes. See how many cubes long that footprint is. Now, is he going to start from the middle? Will that be a good measurement? Will that be accurate? No. He's got to start right at the end, hasn't he? And count how many cubes long until the end of his footprint. Okay. Oh, let's click on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it started there and it was 6 cubes until the end of his footprint. So his footprint is 6 cubes long. Okay, another one. Which superhero left this footprint? What do you think? They're all quite similar. Which one is the same size as the footprint the mouse found at the mystery? Is this one the flying superhero? Now, do you think her foot is going to be longer or shorter than the green superhero? What do you think? Okay, so again, she started right at the end and stopped measuring when the footprint finishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So her footprint is 5 cubes long. That's shorter than the green superhero, isn't it? Because his footprint was 6. And 5 is less than 6, so it's shorter. Let's do one more. Which superhero left this footprint? This one's very short, isn't it? Very small. Which one? Yeah, definitely this little footprint. How many cubes long do you think this one's going to be? Can you guess? Let's just zoom in so you can see. How long's that one going to be? How many? 1, 2, just 3. So that's the shortest footprint that we've seen so far, isn't it? Okay, your job today is going to be to measure your footprint. You might measure the footprint of maybe some of your toys or a brother or a sister or your grown-ups. And then what we'd like you to do is have a go at measuring how long your footprint is. You could use cubes if you've got them at home. You might use something else. You might use pencils. You might use Lego bricks and see how many Lego bricks long it is. But remember, if you're using Lego, you need to be using pieces that are all the same, because otherwise it won't be fair, will it? So you can measure your footprint and measure any others you do, and then you can put them in order and see whose footprint is the longest. Okay, I can't wait to see. I love this one, it's fun. Okay, see you soon. 10 minutes to bed, little dinosaur. Oh, look, there's a map at the front of this book. It's called The Land of Nod. Wonder if that's a place that she goes in her dreams. Okay. In a faraway land across mountains and seas, where strange creatures live among tall jungle trees, there can often be heard a great echoing roar. 10 minutes to bed, little dinosaur. With 3 pointed horns and 4 great big feet, Rumble was crashing around in the heat. 9 minutes to bed, don't go far, warned his mum. But this little dinosaur loved to have fun. Deep in the jungle, a hubbubaloo. Frogs leaped about as birds fluttered and flew. 8 minutes to bed now, came the call loud and strong, as Rumble the dinosaur thundered along. Splashing about in a pool full of mud and chasing his tail, he fell with a thud. He knew there were just 7 minutes to bed, but Rumble preferred an adventure instead. Passing through mountains, he heard a strange sound. The world seemed to tremble from deep underground. He looked at the sky, 6 minutes to go, and saw a volcano beginning to glow. From the sky came a roar. Rumble stumbled and ducked. Boom! The volcano began to erupt. Hot lava bubbled, the sky filled with ash. Rocks crumbled and fell to the ground with a crash. From out of the valley poured dinosaurs small, dinosaurs heavy and dinosaurs tall. As they hurtled past, the ground below shook. 5 minutes, they said, you'd better run fast. As he ran with his heart beating fast in his chest, Rumble finally saw a safe place to rest. 4 minutes to bed. But where am I wonder? From high in the sky came a cloud roll of thunder. Below a great mountain where birds swoop and soar lay Rumble, the littlest dinosaur. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to bed, said a voice from the gloom, and a shadow appeared by the light of the moon. On 4 great big feet, she bent down to her son. Rumble opened his eyes and looked up at his mum. 2 minutes, she said. You're never alone. Then at last, side by side, they both plodded back home. The evening was bathed in a soft silver light, and his mum tucked him up and she kissed him good night. 1 minute to bed. That means no more exploring. But Rumble was already fast asleep, snoring. And that's the end.